the discovery of King Tut's tomb. Once upon a time, deep in the golden sands of Egypt, there lay a secret buried for more than 3,000 years, the tomb of a young king whose name would one day echo through history, Tutankhamun, or as most people call him, King Tut. The Desert's Secret. The year was 1922, and the hot Egyptian sun beat down on a man named Howard Carter. He was an archaeologist, someone who searches for ancient treasures and forgotten stories of the past. For years, Carter had been digging in the Valley of the Kings, a rocky valley where many Egyptian pharaohs were buried. But his luck had run out. The workers were tired, the money was running low, and his sponsor, Lord Carnarvon, was starting to lose hope. Perhaps it's time to stop, Lord Carnarvon sighed one morning. Carter looked across the endless desert and said quietly, "Just one more season. I feel it. Something is still hidden here." The first step. One hot afternoon, a young water boy tripped over a large stone while bringing drinks to the workers. When the sand was brushed away, Carter saw a step carved neatly into the ground. "Stop digging!" Carter shouted, his heart pounding. "We've found something." The men carefully cleared the sand. One step led to another, then another, until a staircase appeared, leading down into darkness. Carter knew at that moment, this could be it. The sealed door. Days later, when they reached the bottom, they saw a sealed doorway covered with ancient symbols, hieroglyphs, and stamped with royal seals. Carter's hands trembled. He sent a message to Lord Carnarvon, who hurried from England to Egypt. Together, they stood before the door. "Can you see anything?" Carnarvon asked as Carter made a small hole and held up a candle. Through the hole, the light flickered across golden treasures. Carter's eyes widened. "Yes," he whispered, almost in disbelief. "Wonderful things. The boy king awakes." When they opened the tomb, they saw golden statues, chariots, jewelry, and the royal bed, everything a young king would need in the afterlife. But in a smaller room, behind another sealed door, they found a great golden shrine. Inside it was 4 boxes nested inside one another, like giant puzzle pieces. When the last one was opened, there lay a stone sarcophagus, and within it, a coffin made of solid gold. And there he was, this King Tutankhamun, the boy who became king at just 9 years old and ruled Egypt over 3,000 years ago. His face was covered with a magnificent golden mask, calm and beautiful, as if still dreaming. The legacy lives on. News of the discovery spread around the world. People were amazed that the tomb had stayed hidden for so long, untouched by robbers, perfectly preserved, and glittering with the beauty of ancient Egypt. Howard Carter had uncovered not just treasure, but a story frozen in time, a window into a world that had been silent for millennia. And though King Tut had died young, his name would now live forever. The whisper of the past. Sometimes, when the desert wind blows softly over the Valley of the Kings, people say it carries a faint whisper, the spirit of a boy king, thankful that his story was found and remembered once more. And under the moonlit sands, the golden mask of King Tut still seems to smile.